Hi my loves, my name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch. Welcome back to my little YouTube channel and welcome back to this brand new flow. Sorry, the cat is playing with the ball and the dog is not happy about it. Anyway, welcome back to this brand new flow. Today's flow is a 30-minute full body stretch. Just delicious. So this is the ideal flow to practice first thing in the morning, last thing at night, or whenever you just feel like you need to stretch out any stress, any tension, any stiffness within the body. I don't know if you can see that she's brought the ball now. She's stealing it from the cat, who is just outside of the camera, staring her down. Anyway, if you are new to my channel, this is Luna. She is the little resident yogi dog, and my black cat, Ro, is around here somewhere. But anyway, so for today's flow, you might need a little bit of props to help you go a bit deeper into some of the poses. So I've got some blocks, I've got also a yoga strap. If this isn't available, you can grab yourself some pillows, some books to act as blocks, maybe use a dressing gown robe, anything really to help you with a strap, or you can use any of them without. But when you're ready, Luna and I will meet you back on the mat to get started. Okay, so to get started today, we're going to come into our supported fish pose. Now remember, if you don't have anything like blocks or a book or a pillow, you can just come to lie flat on the floor. Modify this flow to your practice and your energy today. But if you do have some blocks available, maybe one, maybe two, you can use one horizontally as a little pillow, moving any four-legged friends out of the way. Ugh. And the second one is going to go in between the shoulder blades, so quite high up, avoiding this lower spine and avoiding this neck. And you're just going to lie all the way flat on your mat, so having a bit of a shuffle around, getting yourself comfortable. And when you've found your pose, you're going to allow those shoulders to roll all the way to the side. Take a nice healing inhale through the nose. And a slow exhale all the way out. Beginning to ground yourself, bring your mind, bring your body into the flow today. Leaving behind any stresses, any worries, any negative kind of feelings that no longer serve you or make you feel good. That no longer serve you or make you feel good. And for the next few moments, you're just going to bring your full attention to your breath, following the journey your breath is taking in your body. Maybe it's stuck just in the top of the lungs, or maybe it's able to flow freely all the way to the base of the belly, almost as if it's to push past a part in the diaphragm to get there. Just nice gentle inhales, nice slow exhales. Balance that body, balance that breath out. And it's your choice here. If you're very comfortable in your fish pose, then I invite you to stay here. Remember, listen to your body, listen to your energy today. Or if you'd like to go a bit further, maybe you bring the bottom of the feet together and come into butterfly legs. So kind of intensifying this pose for a few more moments. going to stay here for 10 more breaths. So if you'd like to take this stretch even deeper, then maybe those hands come all the way overhead. Interlock the fingers, let those hands rest on the mat behind you. Staying here for 10 more inhales and 10 more exhales. Before we take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And on your exhale, release those hands from all the way overhead, back down by your side. And we're going to bring these knees slowly together in the sky. And we're going to roll off these blocks all the way to one side, popping them away for just a moment. And then lying back into the mat, hugging these knees into the chest. Maybe you take a few rocks from side to side, massaging the base of the spine here. Or maybe you keep these knees, this body in stillness. Whatever feels good for you. But when you're ready, you're going to keep hugging this left knee nice and close to the body. Allow the right leg to relax down. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose. On your exhale, right hand comes on this left knee and you're going to guide it across the body all the way over to the right hand side. Taking your gaze over to the left. Remembering that the goal is not to get that knee to the mat. The goal is to keep both shoulders on the floor. Staying here, 2 breaths. Before we inhale to bring the left leg back into the center and switch sides to release the left leg down. Left hand comes on this right knee. All together we inhale through the nose. And on your exhale, take this twist all the way to the other side. Inhale, bring the right knee back into the center. And you're going to extend those legs, take those arms all the way overhead, giving yourself a beautiful full body stretch here. So pointing those fingers, pointing those toes. And then we're going to make a strange kind of C shape on the mat. So you're going to slide those feet over to the left hand side of the mat, slide those hands over, get a gorgeous stretch on the right hand side of the body. Inhale into the center, exhale, take it all the way over to the right hand side. Inhale to come back into the center, take these knees to the chest once more, and we extend the legs to the sky, cross the ankles. In one roll, bring ourselves all the way into a comfortable seated position. Cross these ankles, hands come to the knees, and begin to take some shoulder rolls. So rolling the shoulders all the way up to the ears and back around. Taking it in one direction. Taking it in the other. Massaging away any stress, any tension that might be in our shoulders. Beautiful. Before we gently inhale to bring that body into the center, sweep those arms all the way up to the sky. And on your exhale, twist over to the left hand side, so right hand comes on this left knee. Keep that spine lovely and tall as you take your gaze to the back of the room. And if you'd like to go further here, then maybe you inhale, take the left arm all the way overhead, coming into a bit of a strange little twist. Inhale. And exhale to bring this body out of the movement, to bring this body out of the pose. Inhale, hands come high. Exhale, twist all the way to the right hand side this time. Keep that spine lovely and tall. And once more, if you'd like to go further, you sweep the right arm all the way overhead. Inhale. And exhale to bring this body out of the pose. And we're immediately going to extend the legs here. So if you have a strap or maybe like a dressing gown robe, anything at all, you can grab it now. If you don't have it, then don't worry, you can modify this pose. But we're going to move on to those sit bones. If you've got your strap, if you've got your dressing gown robe, you can interlock it over the feet now. And then when you're ready, we inhale to roll back the shoulders, and on your exhale, keeping the space along your collarbone, you're going to forward fold, so maybe taking hold of the strap to go deeper, maybe this dressing gown. But the aim here is not to get the heart to the knees, it's to keep that back lovely and straight. Roll back the shoulders as you stretch these legs. So holding here for 10 breaths, in through the nose and out through the nose. Remember, if you don't have the strap, you can just simply bring your hands to the mat, but keep that collarbone long here. Keeping those inhales and those exhales nice and steady. Feeling yourself move a little bit deeper with every exhale. And then on your inhale, gaze at those toes. Exhale to roll the body all the way up. Taking that strap just to one side, you're going to bring the hands behind the back, coming into a little bit of a strong pose now, our reverse plank, but just to even out these forward folds. So bring the legs together, roll back the shoulders, inhale. And exhale, bring those toes all the way to the mat, release the head back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hip bones down, bend the right knee into the chest, and allow this knee to fall to one side. You can take a block underneath your right knee now to give yourself a little bit of support. But again, maybe you use your strap, but maybe you go without. But inhaling to lift this chest, keep the space on the collarbone, and exhale to forward fold. Staying here, 10 breaths. Nice, steady inhales and exhales, my loves. Before we inhale to gaze at those big toes, exhale, release the strap, release anything you're using, roll the body up. I'm going to pop this block to one side for now, taking the right hand behind the back, and on your left hand, you're going to inhale to sweep it overhead, open up the front of the body, almost in a modified wild thing as we inhale. And exhale to release those hip bones to the mat, and we're going to hug this right knee nice and close into the chest. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you're able to step this right foot over that left thigh, hugging it with the left arm, And we're going to twist all the way to the right hand side. Remember, we want to keep the spine lovely and tall here. Long line of energy. Beautiful. And when you're ready, gently bringing the body into the center, extending the right leg to meet the left. And we're going to take this flow to the other side. So bending the left knee if you need that block, popping it underneath the knee here. Grab your strap if you need it. But when you're ready, you inhale to lift this chest. Exhale to pivot from the hips, move into your pose. Getting a gorgeous stretch down those hamstrings on the right hand side now. Maybe recognize if you have a little bit more space on this side than you do on the other side. Staying here, 10 more breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Before we inhale to gaze at the toes, exhale to roll the body up, moving away any straps, any blocks. Left hand comes behind us. Swoop the right arm all the way in front and open up this side body again. Modified wild thing here. As we inhale and exhale, release those hip bones down. Bend the left knee into the chest. If you have it available, you can step this left foot over the right thigh. Hugging it close with the right arm and twisting all the way to the left hand side. Keeping that spine lovely and tall here. Again, maybe recognize if you could twist a little bit deeper on this side than you could on the other. Inhale and exhale, bring the body all the way into the center, extending the left leg. I'm going to take this reverse plank again, so take the hands all the way behind the back. On your inhale, draw those toes all the way to the mat, lift those hip bones up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hip bones down. And from here, we're going to cross those ankles, rolling all the way into our tabletop pose here. And from your tabletop, you're going to take those hands maybe a centimetre or 2 forward. And we're going to wake up and we're going to stretch these wrists, stretch these toes. So on your inhale, create a gorgeous circle all the way over those wrists. Exhale to drop the hip bones back to the toes. Taking these circles as far as you can go over those wrists, getting a gorgeous stretch here. Before relaxing those hips back down to the toes. So to get a good stretch of those toes, make sure you have them tucked under. Or if you want to get a deeper stretch on the hips, you can release them. Completely depending what you search for today. So listen to your body, listen to how you feel. As you make this movement in one direction, and you move and take it in the other. Nice, gentle movements. Beautiful. When you're ready, you're going to come back into your tabletop position, so stacking those shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and we're simply going to work through some delicious cat-cow. It's one of my favourite stretches ever. If you do my flows a lot, you'll know I add them in to every class. I just absolutely adore it. So when you're ready, you inhale to drop the chest, take the gaze forward. And on your exhale, curve the spine, bring the chin into the chest. And then making this movement forwards and backwards. Moving from your cow position of arching the spine all the way to your cat as you curve it. Taking it 3 more times on either side. And then when you're ready from here, bring your body back into your tabletop and you're going to slide all the way down onto your belly. Immediately extending those arms into a T shape. Now bending the right hand next to you, you're going to keep the left arm nice and flat to the mat as you release the head down and open up these shoulders. So rolling all the way onto that left shoulder, going as deep as it feels comfortable to you. If you'd like to go further, you're going to bend the top leg, so taking the right foot behind the left foot all the way to the mat. As we hold it here for a few moments, get a delicious and nourishing stretch of this left shoulder, massaging away any tension, any stiffness here. Staying here 5 more breaths. Before we take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And on your exhale, rolling back into the mat, extend the right arm and let's take this stretch to the other side again. If you want to go deeper, you can bend that left leg, taking the foot behind the right knee. Staying here a couple more moments. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose. And on your exhale, roll that body back into the mat. Simply let those arms down by your side. Maybe giving those hips a little bit of a wiggle to disperse any energy. Before we bend the knees and take a few ankle rolls. So rolling it in one direction. Rolling it in another. And very gently from here, you're simply going to roll all the way onto your back, grabbing hold of that block, that pillow, or that book that you used. And we're going to move to our supported bridge. So on your inhale, press into the feet to lift the hip bones. And you can take that block flat or maybe on the side, depending how you practice. But when you found it, taking it just to the top of the hips. Avoiding that lower spine so those hips are higher than your heart. And those hands are going to find the elbows all the way overhead, creating a little bit of a box here. As we move into our supported bridge, staying here for a couple of breaths. you'd like, again, to intensify this pose, then maybe you extend those legs all the way straight on the mat. Coming into a much deeper back bend. So if it's not comfortable for you, you can come into your supported bridge whenever you need or whenever you want. And maybe you recognize that your breath is slowed now as you've stretched out all that tension, all stiffness, any stress in your body. So when you're ready, you're going to bend these knees, bring the feet back into the mat, back into your supported bridge. On your inhale, lift those hip bones up, release the hands to take away that block. And you're simply going to windscreen wiper the knees from left to right here. Finding your way into your Shavasana, however it might look. If you don't have any time, then maybe you come out of it straight away. Or if you have some time and you want to relax here, you can simply extend those legs, bring the hands down by your side. And all together, we're going to take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And on your exhale, sigh it all the way out. Allowing that body to let go completely into the mat for however long you want. And I'm going to leave you here, my loves, to enjoy the Shavasana, sending so much love, sending so much light, and thanking you for joining me on the mat for this slow, stretchy, full body flow. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. See you later, my loves.